Joining us on the phone, Silvertips assistant coach Mitch Love, and his resume gets heavier as of today. A gold medal last year with Hockey Canada in the Under-17 World Hockey Challenge. Mitch, congratulations. The accolades that you've achieved here with the Silvertip organization, leading as well into last year's gold medal, connecting with prime talent, with many promising kids out there. For many kids, they say their dream is at one point to be involved with Hockey Canada. So now for the second year in a row, how exciting is this opportunity?
Well, it's very exciting, Mike. It's obviously a huge honor, as you mentioned, to work in the hockey capacity for the country of Canada. And I couldn't have done that without the help of my coworkers and coaches I work with here in management in Everett that allow me to pursue and further my hockey career with avenues like this with Hockey Canada. So, that's first off where you have to start, and from there you go to the people that hire you to do a job, and that's Tom Rennie, Scott Salmond, and Sean Bullock with Hockey Canada. They entrust in you to get a job done, and the expectations of bringing home a medal, preferably gold, every year is at a extreme premium for them. And we were able to achieve that last year with Team White, and hopefully I can go back there and try to rub a little bit of that gold mentality off on our new staff and try to chase another gold medal for Canada.
What's gotten you this far as the gold medal and getting back there once again for the second year in a row?
Well, I'm not sure. There's so many good coaches in the country of Canada and obviously in the world that are out there. And, I just to be selected as one of the 9 coaches for the Under-17 program out of hundreds of applicants is something it's a huge honor itself and something pretty special for me. But I think the biggest thing for me going to these events is just the networking that you gain by working with people that have so much experience, throughout their hockey time. And, I'm working with Ryan Marsh, who I'm familiar with as he's from my own hometown in Quesnel, BC, which is, essentially a small world on how they put that staff together. And then the head coach, Rocky Thompson, who's been at every level as a young hockey coach, and I think is probably one of the more up-and-coming coaches headed on the right path towards the National Hockey League. That'll be something that hopefully I can gain some experience from those guys and bring it back to Everett.
How much do you feel as far as some sort of prominence now with Quesnel and their hockey grassroots connection?
Well, it's been years since I've, been up there and gone through the minor hockey cycle. I know Ryan's been out of there for a lot of years as well. I think it's pretty cool. It doesn't happen very often that you'd have 2 guys coaching nationally for the country of Canada in an event like this. So it's probably the first time ever in the history of Quesnel minor hockey that something like this has happened. So, it's something that's pretty special for both ourselves and our families and whatnot. And, hopefully we can bring a little bit more light to the coaches and the players that are coming out of that program, in the future for playing the national country programs.
All things considered, participation in the Olympics for alumni, the World Cup, then Carter Hart's gold at the Ivan Halinka, and now your gold medal as well last year. What do you think it says for the growth of the Silvertips program?
Well, I think it does a lot of things. I mean, first off, obviously on the player side of things, it shows that there is players coming out of our program that are getting recognized by national programs, whether that's the United States, Europe, or Canada. And then it also shows on the coaching side of things that our staff is a tireless working group that always is trying to get better at this business, and that's essentially what these programs and getting opportunities to go coach at a national level do for you is growth as a coach and experience and I guess a little bit of credibility too towards our staff on all that. So hopefully that's something that our young prospects that we draft or list will take notice of, that there is good things going on in Everett, both as a coach and a player.
What do you consider the most challenging parts of the role?
Well, definitely, in a short-term event like this, the biggest thing is just getting to know the players instantly, and forming a bond with them, so that they can trust you as a hockey coach, in different situations, coaching them. And then, of course, the staff. I mean, we all got to be on the same page. Hockey Canada does a pretty good job of outlining what they're looking for. This is kind of the first step in their what they call the program of excellence, leading up to their under 20 program. So, there's a lot that goes into it. It's kind of what they like to do and how they do it. And so, I'm just excited to get back and get involved with it again, because it is a very professional ran organization.
For the players who compete on this journey, what makes them stand out the most to you, and what do you admire about them?
Well, these are all the best young. They at least been identified as the best young hockey players in Canada for this age group. So they all bring something special to the table. I think the biggest thing that separates them is just they call it the Canadian way, which means, you buy in. You may be a top line player in midget hockey, but you come to this team and you're a fourth line player. So essentially your role is lessened. I think the biggest thing is just the teamwork, the hard work that's put into it by these kids, and a quick bond with the staffs is the biggest thing that I notice in separating a kid who's got all the talent in the world, but just can't put it together on a team setting at a national level. That separates each other.